all, one reason why we say that a quote-unquote sexual relationship between an adult and a child can't exist.
In the case of an actual life-saving medical procedure is just not relevant. What's relevant is what's best for a child when you say child. In fact, even in a non-life-saving legitimate medical procedure, when I was 12 years old and the orthodontist said you need to get braces, and I told my mom I'm not getting braces, I don't want them, I don't want to look like a dork with braces, and she said no, you're getting them because you're not going to have perfect teeth your whole life, whether you like it or not, you get the braces, and I did. So going back to the gender transitions. The fact that these people always say, and they always say that it's a choice between the doctors, the parents, and the child, that means that they are tacitly admitting that these procedures certainly are not life-saving procedures. Obviously. And they're not even valid non-life-saving medical procedures, because if they really believe that these were necessary and life-saving measures, whenever they're asked about this, the age limit question, they would answer that, well, this will happen. The child's consent is not relevant, and because we're saving the child's life, it's what needs to happen, and that can happen at any age. And just like we would never ask, well, at what age can you have should a child have a tumor? Well, going to say that about this, because if they say that, then they put themselves in a position of having to prove, having to defend that these are actually life-saving procedures.
$20? Damn it. I gotta come back. Okay. Gotta come back.